Hey, grade 6. So in this chapter, you're going to be learning about percentages. You'll learn how to change a percent into a decimal and vice versa, and then a fraction to a percent and vice versa. So you need to know what a percentage is. So for example, if you see this with the symbol behind it, that is a percentage, 5%. This is 10%. Now, a percent, just like you know when you take tests, is always out of 100. And 100, when you get 100% on a test, that means that's your whole. That is the most you can get. So percent, always out of 100. So now we're going to go learn how to change a percent to a fraction and also a decimal as a percent. To change a percent to a fraction, simply remember this. A percent is always out of 100, no matter what. So this becomes 80 out of 100. And then to simplify, we're going to divide by 10, which makes 8 out of 10. And then I'm going to divide by 2. And when I divide by 2, that makes 4/5. I can't go any further. My final answer is 4/5. Then finally, we're going to change a decimal into a percent. And like I just said, it is out of 100. So like we practiced before, you write a 1 under the decimal, a 0 under each number, and automatically this makes a fraction 45 out of 100. Now, a percent is always out of 100, so there you go, 45%. Done. So go ahead and complete 1B and 2A. Pause. So for 25%, this is the same thing as saying 25 out of 100. And to simplify, I'm going to divide by 25 because I know I can do that. And that makes 1 out of 4. So my answer is 1/4. Now for 2A, 1 under the decimal, 0 under each number, this makes 20 out of 100. Automatically, that's 20%. In the second skill, we're going to be learning how to change percentage to a decimal and fraction to a percent. So percentage to a decimal is just the backwards of what we just did earlier. So here, you would write down your 30, and because I know it's a percent, it's out of 100, I'm going to write my 100 very carefully. Put my last 0 underneath the last number in the ones place, my next 0 under the 3, and then my 1 right in front. And where that 1 is, that's where you put your decimal. And so therefore, 30% is equal to 0.30 or 30 hundredths. Now, to turn a fraction to a percent, remember a percent is out of 100, so we need to make sure that our fraction is out of 100. So to do that, I have to think to myself, what times 10 makes 100? That means I have to multiply by 10. So what I do to the bottom, I also do to the top. 3 times 10 makes 30. And 30 out of 100 is my fraction. And remember, I want a percent. So 30 out of 100, 30%, because it's already out of 100. So try to do 1B, 2B, and 2C on your own. Pause. So 15%, write down the 1, write down the 5. It's 100 because it's out of percent. 0, a 0, a 1. Where that 1 is, write down your decimal. And so your answer should be 0.15. Then 4/5. 4/5 is equal to, I want something out of 100 to make a percent. I know I have to multiply by 20. So I times it by 20 here as well. And 4 times 20 makes 80. 80 out of 100 automatically is 80%. And then this last one, 1 whole right there is automatically 100%. So we have to change 3/10. 3/10 out of 100 is the same thing as saying 30 out of 100 because you multiply by 10. And since this makes 30%, now we have to put this and this together. So these two together make 130%, which is equal to 1 3/10. And that's it.